So we'll try this for a third time. You're listening to the Collective Games Cast, episode 33. Bring a topic. Third time's a charm.
All right.
Woo!
Yeah. So I'm your host, the Malgadar, who's tired of doing intros. And with me is my co-host, who I'm not going to make any jokes about calling his mom. I'm tired of it. Chris. Yeah, how you doing there, Chris?
Doing good, man. I'm doing good.
And with us is everybody's favorite Canadian Dark Souls chick, Miss Allie.
Hello.
Yeah. So I'm really tired of doing intros, and for those of you who weren't with us earlier, this is the third time we're trying to get this stream up and running tonight. So, you know, hopefully this time's the last time, because I'm getting tired of doing it. So, anyway, I guess I should get through all this nonsense. You can find us every week right here, twitch.tv/the_Malgadar. If you can't join us for the live show, you can always get the podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, all those podcast services. Just search for Collective Games Cast. You know we like hearing from you. Join us in the Twitch chat if you can't. You can always hit us on Twitter at TheCollectiveGC or email us collectivegamescast@gmail.com. So, Chris, Game of Thrones. That's a thing that happened. Feels like forever ago now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So what did you think of tonight's episode, man?
That was the best one yet.
Like ever, or just in this?
Oh no, of this season.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Allie's like, oh my god, what did I miss?
Yeah.
The way they set this up, it sets up the season's going by quick.
Okay.
Like everybody's story is moving. Like there's no point where it's like, well, I didn't need that conversation. No, everything is like you can see progression on all the stories, and it's all happening quickly too.
That's awesome, because there are episodes, like, I don't know, like in the past few seasons where I've just been like, nothing happened.
Yep, like
most of last season,
That
you know.
was just a waste of my time.
Yep. This one I felt like, except Tommen, because he's a little bitch, and I'm tired of him.
Yeah, he's just not interesting.
If he dies off, I'm just like, whatever. Oh, there's another Lannister. Whatever. All right, moving on.
Yeah.
The rest. Oh, this was a very good episode.
The flashbacks continue to be the best parts.
Oh my dude, that dude was so overpowered, man.
I know, man. Dude, he had like dual wielding proficiency and everything.
Like, what kind of wrist exercises would you have to do to be able to like spin those massive two-handed swords, those long swords that he's using, with one hand? Like this isn't. You don't just get to do that.
Well, I think he was hanging out with General Grievous, you know. He learned some wrist rotation from that dude.
Robotic joints.
Yeah, that was pretty sick, though.
Dude, and the fight scene was like, none of that like, all right, you go first and die, then I'll go and die. No, they all attacked at once. I was like, oh, this is great.
Yeah, that was great. It was really, really well put together. And I could sympathize with Bran, because I'm like, God damn, I want to see what's next. Like, I kind of know, but I still wanted to see it. I wanted to see how they filmed it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That was a good scene.
Your boy was in the episode a lot.
Who?
Your boy, the Mountain.
Oh yeah, he had quite a few scenes just chilling in there.
Yeah, he had a lot of screen time.
Made Pycelle fart. That was
that was just weird. I don't know.
That was the best, because it wasn't like a major thing, but you could tell he's like scared, and so just like a.
Yeah, my wife was like, "Did somebody just fart?" And I was like, "Yeah, they did. That happened."
That was perfect sound engineering too, because it was so subtle too, just like a. Weird, man.
Yeah, no, it worked. It worked.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Yeah. You were about to say something else. Where were you headed?
I like skipped towards the end.
Whatever. We don't got to cover everything. What did you like the most?
First off, the return of Osha and Rickon was pretty cool, although it's not looking too hot for them.
They're hanging out with Ramsay. What could possibly go wrong?
It's like, whoa, season 1 characters returning, and there was no like foreshadowing in the beginning. Wow, look at this, man. All right, but yeah, they're pretty much screwed. Um,
Yeah.
Jon Snow dropping a mic like that.
Yeah,
Just like,
that was a bit weird. I don't know. I guess they got some bigger story for him or something.
oh, there's always been a bigger story for Jon, man.
He,
His whole thing
he
is
seems
being
to
like,
dick around with getting there a lot, though.
that's not his fault. He was
Yeah,
forced to
it is.
think of it this way, right? Think of it this way. He was forced to take the black. The whole time he's like learning about everything. He's like, man, I really need to help my brother Rob so we can win back the North and blah blah blah. And then everyone's like, oh no, no, sir, you took the watch. You gotta go fight the wildlings, right? So now he's taking on this role as a wildling dude, helping the Night's Watch. 'Cause that's what everyone tells him to do. And then he gets stabbed in the goddamn heart by some kid he's helped. Like, yo. So when he came back, he was just probably sitting there like, these motherfuckers killed me after I tried to help them,
But
save them for
Chris,
something bigger. And now he's like, you know what? Nah, fuck all of you. I'm out. I'm out this bitch. Killed me once, my night's ended. My watch is ended. I'm out. Drop the mic.
well,
Stormed off.
it's like a till death do us part kind of thing, I guess, huh?
Yep. They killed him. He's done.
He's like,
"Yeah,
I died. I'm single, yo. Like,
where my army at? Let's go.
oh man.
Winterfell, here we come.
Chris, you forget though. These dudes had to stab Jon Snow because they didn't have Facebook and they couldn't harass him online. So like that they had no other way to take their frustrations out. You know, it's kind of how it works.
This is what it's like without internet, huh? Just stabbings. All right.
Yeah, something like that. Arya's stuff was good again. I was
Arya
liking
was
that.
excellent. Yeah.
Yeah, her that you know. I like that she started holding her own. You know.
The Tyrion conversation. That's probably the only thing that went absolutely nowhere.
Yeah, that went sideways really fast.
But that was a nice little conversation they had.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't too fond of that. I don't know.
don't trust him yet. But
I was messing around setting up things for the show, so I kind of missed the part with Khaleesi, so I wasn't really too worried about that either.
she's about to go to trial.
Oh, she'll win.
They have to decide what they do with her because she didn't follow the right rules.
Oh.
The cow dies, she's supposed to go back.
Yeah, she's going to change like the way everything works. That's kind of what she does.
No, she's not changing shit, man. These people are strong-minded.
This is Daenerys. Everywhere she goes, she affects change.
Yeah, she's not affecting change here. This is completely out of her reach.
All right, well, we'll see. I'll bet you Starbucks on it.
No, she won't change anything. You're going to have people coming to fight back, like Drogon. That'll change things, but that's
think?
it.
All right, well, we'll put a cold brew on it, man. I'm thinking she's going to change them because that's what she does.
Doubt it.
All right, we're really belaboring the wrong point here, probably.
Drogon comes down and burns motherfuckers up. They have a little horse meat barbecue, and she flies back, and they're all good. You know?
Okay, maybe.
Yep.
Maybe. The Varys thing, that was good, though.
Oh,
I liked it.
Varys.
Yeah. But I don't know why he let the chick go.
Because he's not a monster.
I mean, was the whole thing that, like, because he booked her a ship to get her out of there, she gave him the information he wanted? Like,
If he makes you,
I guess that was...
She'll get the information, but she won't share the information. Then she goes back and they find out she's dead.
Right, so he got her the escape route. Because they didn't actually, like, show you that, but, like, he came back with the answer, so... I assume that was supposed to be, like, what had happened.
If she doesn't tell him the information, he kills her. So he gave her that third route, like, hey, listen, we know your problem. You can help us out. We'll set you free with all this silver.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm down. I like it.
I like how he's not a murderer. But he'll get there.
Yeah. He's intriguing. I still want to know what his real end goal is.
Dude, there's a scene at the end of the 5th book that made me fear Varys.
Look.
Like, more than Littlefinger. I was like,
All right.
oh,
Yep.
shit.
Book Virgin. Come on.
Yeah, dude, but I don't know how they got to that point. So if they continue on with that, then it's like, oh, shit really does happen. Like I don't know how he gets to the point of where he's at in the book. If they do circle back, but Varys is a terrifying human being, but in a good way, you know, for the greater good.
Yeah. I don't know. Nothing else from tonight's episode I think really stood out to me, but there was one thing I noticed that's still bothering me a lot.
What's that?
Where the hell is Peter Baelish?
Oh, dude, I said that before the episode.
Yeah. So did I. I thought he was showing up tonight for sure.
Nah, he's in the 4th episode after I watched the.
Oh, okay, good. I didn't see the upcoming. All right.
He's still.
That dude's badass, man. I kind of want to see what
still
he's
has to deal
doing.
with the kid. He can't kill the kid like he did his mom, man. So he's stuck dealing with this asshole. Oh, that's great.
Okay.
All of his plans come down to babying this kid with bipolar syndrome and seizures.
Yeah, well, you know.
It's good for him.
He may have backed the wrong horse there.
I think he might have.
All right. I don't know. Anything else you want to bring up from tonight's episode? It just, I don't know. The high points were high, the low points were low. Altogether, good enough, though.
Low points, though. That's the good.
There were just some scenes that kind of were like, well, you know. Okay.
Still had me hyped.
Yeah, because the good parts were worth it.
Oh, also, potential Gregor fighting. We don't know who yet. But we know that Cersei.
Oh, yeah.
By combat.
Yeah. Well, if Oberyn can't kill him, I don't know who can.
Oh, nobody's going to kill him. But I have a feeling it's going to be their cousin who fights him. Remember the...
I would love to see that dude get his head imploded. That'd be great.
But dude's been getting lucky his whole life. Maybe he just gets lucky on this one. You know?
Maybe.
Cuts off dude's head, reveals what kind of monster Cersei has created.
Maybe. Anything else?
Oh, the doctor. Kyburn.
Oh, yeah. What was up with him with the kids? That was weird.
You know how Varys has the little birds that go around? He also used kids. He would use the kids. He'd pay the kids. They go around and get answers, information for him.
Yeah.
He suspects the kid is spying on him. And then they come in, they get candy, and they leave.
Yeah, that was just weird. Like, he picked up all his old spies, you know?
Yeah. So that's what he's doing, which is kind of cool.
Right.
Other than that, I have no idea why he was even in that scene. But
yeah, it was very random.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
Okay.
I always liked that guy, though.
Dr. Frankenstein.
Pretty much. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we should get on with the Gamescast part of the Gamescast then.
Gamescast.
Okay. Well, I'll ask you guys what you've been up to. And Allie, you've been a little quiet over there, so ladies first.
Sure. What have I been up to lately?
Yeah.
Question. Yeah. Just the usual. Well, not. I don't know. I just
Butterflies and rainbows and knitting and.
Knitting.
I don't know. I was just look when I start rambling. Don't pay too much attention.
No, more like YouTubing and tutoring the LSAT, which are my two primary things that I do. So tutoring the law school admission test is pretty much my full-time job now. I'm self-employed as of a few weeks ago, where I quit my job I was just working retail at a bookstore, but it wasn't really making sense anymore, so I quit that. And then, so now I'm just tutoring the LSAT and making my YouTube videos.
Yeah, you do quite a lot of those.
Sorry?
You do quite a lot of those. And you just hit like a big sub number, too.
Lately I just made one video. Like, most of my videos get like, I don't know, like the average is probably like 1,000. Then some of my more recent ones have been more like in the 5,000s, 10,000. And then there's one video that I made which was like very narrative driven. It was explaining the story of Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2. That's up to like 24,000 right now, and that's been in about 3 weeks. And that's been driving a lot of subscribers. Like over the past 2 days, I got 300 subscribers to my channel, and now I have like 2,300. So seeing some crazy growth off of that. So of course I'm always Trying to think of ways to get better. My audience retention for my Let's Plays is not like really that great. It's about like, so YouTube, if you guys don't know how YouTube works or whatever, it's they give you a lot of analytics.
I love
it's
it.
important to analyze those analytics to see how well you're doing. And my views have always been okay for like someone who doesn't advertise at all. Like I know a lot of other YouTubers who will just put out a video and they'll get like, 10 views or whatever. I've always pretty much gone in the low thousands, which is really nice, but my audience retention is not great, except on this one video that I did, the Dark Souls 1 and 2 story explained. It has an audience retention of 60%, which is awesome. And that's why I think it's doing so well in like search engine optimization of YouTube, is because they really favor audience retention. So it's been doing really, really well. So just, kind of rethinking my whole YouTube strategy, because obviously that video has done very, very well. And my Let's Plays, while they're enjoyable to me and they're easy to make, it's like, that's not maybe necessarily where my potential is. Like maybe I should flip over more to the story-driven stuff, but that takes a long time. Like I have one video of that's covering the story of Dark Souls 1 and 2, and that's taken like me basically years to create. Like that is the outcome of years of playing Dark Souls and getting all the information, because these games are huge. So I can't exactly just like churn out story videos like I do Let's Play videos. So yeah, just thinking a lot about that, and then tutoring the LSAT for some income, which I love too. But
YouTuber, and she'll be your tutor. There you go. Yes, that's a dad joke. There we go. Oh man, no, it sounds like that. The Dark Souls 1 and 2 like lore piece you did really hit like a something that must have been missing then.
Yeah, I think people just really like lore. I mean, like lore videos. There's definitely like, I think Vadi Vidya holds kind of a monopoly on Dark Souls lore. He gets like 1 million views per video or whatever, and there are other people doing good lore videos. I think Terra Mantis is another one. He gets like 100,000 subscribers, but also I'm the only female voice really in the community who's doing like lore, those narratives, or at least that I've seen. And I mean, I'm sure there's probably others, I just haven't seen them because they're probably just not generating as many views. But I think that's something that a lot of people are definitely responding to, and I think it's just a good video. So I don't think it's necessarily filling something that's not already been there, but it's like a different flavor of something that people have done in the past, and people are responding to it. I get a lot of comments about my voice. I think that's probably my biggest strength as a YouTuber. It's just I have a nice voice, and people like that. So it works well in a more narrative, like flowy setting. Like I have it tuned to music, and like I'm a singer as well, and I did theater, and I think when I'm doing a more cinematic piece, people can kind of almost hear that melody, and I have it tuned to music and just like a lot of things. So I think that really came through, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is good. This is nice to have a success after about a year on YouTube, to have like a really nice video like this. It's good.
I've always felt like an asshole whenever I would talk about like gaming videos or any video where someone's talking. I'm like, these dudes have the most annoying fucking voices. Like, I always feel like an asshole, but it's the truth. Like, you have a very calm and soothing voice. It's not abrasive or anything, where you get these guys who are like, hey, YouTube, and you're like, oh, God, shut up. Can you just talk to me?
Dude, do you know how many people I would murder to have a British accent? I'd kill on YouTube with a British accent.
Those are some of the people that are the worst, because they're like, they have their British accent, but they're talking like the like really shitty American gamers who have like the 5 million views, who are just like, hey guys, look at me playing my game, but they have a British accent on top. It's not good, man. It's like you have to have a certain voice. It's got to be soothing. It's got to be calming, and you also have to have some type of energy when you speak. And then there's some people just don't understand that and go straight into like children's cartoon. Like that's not what we need to hear, man. Like some people love it, man. I can't do it. I don't watch a lot because it's like it's really tough to find people with like a nice calm voice.
That's true. That's a good point. Yeah, I do get a lot
Chris,
of comments about that and like
Chris,
how,
what do you
not
mean?
just
Do
crazy
you want
yelling.
a soothing kind of voice?
I want to hear
The
like
kind of voice that
pin
would
drop like
put you to
form,
sleep?
like
Would you
slight
like
smooth
the
tapping.
kind of voice you would find in an ASMR video?
Dude, those are the worst.
Could I?
Those are so creepy though.
I'm
Like
gonna
at first,
record one for you now, Chris.
like the crinkling of a
Chris,
wrapper. It's like, oh, all
Chris,
right. I
just
can see how
calm
that goes.
down. Calm down. Listen to my soft, dulcet tones. Moist.
Oh, dude, you have a mic that could do that, don't you?
Moist. Moist. Moist.
You're done.
All right. My apologies to anyone who listens to this podcast.
Just like, oh, turn it off. Said moist one too many times. I can't deal.
God, I hate that word, man. It's just weird.
It's just an odd word.
I'm sorry. So we like totally like derailed Allie's whole.
Oh no, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah. Anything other than Dark Souls 3 going on?
In terms of gaming or just in terms of life in general?
Usually we start with gaming and then crawl into life, but you can go either way. I don't care.
Yeah, well, I also play Hearthstone regularly. That's kind of my other game that I really, really enjoy. And other than that, no, not really. I mean, I tried playing like the Overwatch beta.
Oh, I just finished playing a lot of
Oh,
that.
my son was all about that. He said it was really cool. I never got around to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems pretty cool. I didn't play too much of it, but I did play a little bit of it. And yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it. Again, because I've really taken my gaming into not necessarily a job, although I did also recently monetize my channel, and I've made $16 in estimated revenue so far. Woo! But like now it's like I see it very much through the lens of, if I'm playing games, why am I not creating content based on those things? So the way I game has really changed, just because now it's always like, okay, well, if I'm just, I might as well just be creating something with this rather than just playing it. So really what I'm always doing is like replaying Dark Souls or something like that, for either I'm doing commentary on it or I'm just playing it on my own to get a better understanding of the lore in a certain area, picking up additional items. So yeah, just mainly Dark Souls, and then Hearthstone in my free time.
Nice.
Okay. Okay then. Chris, what have you been up to, man?
Oh man, this has been an odd week. I moved on Monday.
Oh, that's right. You had the plague, sir.
Yep. And then right after I finished moving, got the flu. And I've never had the flu before. And this was like the most debilitating, like body crippling. Oh, it was the worst. Like I slept for 20 hours.
Yeah, dude, you tried to come into work. I nearly killed you.
It's because I thought I was all right. And then I got like halfway there and I was like, it's too late. I'm already there.
Yeah, I love you, bro, but dude, I was not trying to get sick.
And once I got in there, I was like, oh, I've made a huge fucking mistake. And then Bub's like, Jimmy's not here. And I said, shit. Do I have to stay? That's what we walked in. I was like, oh, I'm so happy to see you, man. Oh, dude, it was that. Yeah, this week's been shit. So I didn't even set my computer up until after work Thursday. And that was just to like do a little work for IT real quick, and then woke up Friday, installed Overwatch, and been playing that, and I tried to play Paragon a little bit, which it got better. Paragon got a lot better, but Overwatch, man, that game that's a legit game. Still not $60 worth. I'll get on that later.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Well,
But it's definitely a good game. It's quality.
Blizzard always does quality, so I mean that's not a surprise.
But
whether or not it's your cup of tea is the other question.
They have this game mode where it's random heroes. So you pick a hero in the beginning. You don't necessarily get that hero. I don't know why they have you pick it anyway. But every time you die, you respawn as another hero. You don't get to choose them at all. and it kind of like you can kind of get used to the different characters and all that. And that was pretty legit because now I know how to play them all. I know which angles I can come in with them. I know what their moves are and all that. But yeah, and they're all unique play styles. Um, the modes are pretty boring. Like it starts off like escort missions or King of the Hill style mission or I should say mode or whatever you want to call it. Um, and then there's another one, but it's pretty straightforward. It's mainly just like an arena theme. There's no leveling. It's very straightforward. Like these are your abilities. You can use these abilities. They have these cooldowns. Boom, done. And each character has their own unique set, so it makes it a little fun for however you compose your team. But no, it's just a lot of fun to play though. Like it takes the challenge to learn all the shit, and then and then when you finally figured out how to use your guy, then you got to face someone else who knows how to use another person a lot better, and you're like, well, fuck. But it's good. It's they did well with that game. Still not $60 worth.
Okay.
Definitely not worth the $60. But it's a good game.
Interesting, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Paragon is not worth $60 either.
From what you told me, Paragon's not worth like an order of fries at McDonald's. So.
It got better.
That's right. You sent me that text the other night saying it was better. Yeah, that they added more characters.
The characters that I used in the beginning weren't all that great. I guess they're the beginning characters. So I tried a little bit more, and yeah, they get a lot more fun, and there's a lot of uniqueness between them and how they use their abilities. But it's just your basic MOBA, man. You got your 3 lanes, you've got your towers. It's not much different that they've changed besides it's third person and it looks a little more real than everything else that's been playing, yeah, it's if you want another MOBA that's third person, there you go.
Okay.
I still wouldn't pay for it.
I don't want one MOBA, let alone another.
Yeah, it's not a bad game. It's just another MOBA.
That's like asking somebody if you'd like more cancer. You know, you can pick from all of these choices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I've literally been up to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Me, little more Alien Nation. I didn't get as much time to play it this week because I got caught up playing other games. That game's still really cool, though. I really want them to get some local co-op going on that, though. Hopefully they patch that in soon.
What, Alien Nation, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck that game.
Yeah, just get a damn PS4, dude. It's about time. Goddamn Master Race motherfucker. I actually played some Mario 3D World the other day. That was
That's cool.
Yeah, that was fun to jump back to. I miss Mario. I want a new Mario game, man. I'm like playing all old ones.
Maybe another Galaxy for the NX?
Nah, Miyamoto never redoes an idea. Except with Zelda. Then he just redoes the same idea over and over and over again until it's dead.
There 2 Galaxies?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The second Galaxy was actually really good, though. They did expand on it a lot. So, yeah. So I played around with some Nintendo games. I played a lot of NES Remix. And that was fun because that just lets me kind of dip my toe into a bunch of old games, So get some Mario 3, some Mario 2, some Lost Levels, a little Punch-Out,
Nice.
Always a fun game to play. The big thing, and this was the big one, I finally played Gone Home.
Okay, all right.
I've been
Cool.
Yeah, did either of you play
I've
it?
never played it either, but it's always one of those things where I'm like, oh, I should.
Yeah, so I started it up around 1:30 in the morning, and so I'm in the house alone. I start playing. That game's creepy, and I do bad with horror games because I get very immersed in my games. So horror games are hard for me because I get scared really bad because I get so focused I forget I'm playing a game.
Yeah.
And so that game just $20. I beat it in 2 hours. the dollars to time ratio, really shitty. But I love the 2 hours I spent with it, and I love that I played it and beat it, and I don't have to like really worry about it again. You know, there's like some miscellaneous stuff to go back and do, but it's just a really cool experience. So, to me, it was worth it. Yeah, we'll see. I'm like, in my world, I have plenty of money. I don't have a lot of time. So a game that's short is fine by me, you know. So like, I'll pay $20 for awesome 2 hours because, you know, as opposed to like the nightmare that was Metal Gear Solid 5 and Fallout 4 this past winter, you know.
Yeah. Fallout 4, yeah.
Speaking of which, Fallout 4, I got back in there because I left for Boston 1 trophy short of the being 100%.
Okay.
So I jump back in there, level up, do all the shit I got to do to get the last trophy. Well, I get the last trophy. I jump out into the trophies to check, see my 100%, and, you know, feel all like, you know, super cool, you know, big old E-peen going on. And I jump out there. Turns out there was a patch, and in the patch they added the trophies for Far Harbor. So I don't have 100%, and I don't have Far Harbor yet, so I can't even try to get to 100%. I'm just like, you gotta be kidding me, man.
So dramatic.
Yeah. So I'm sitting at 87% now, thanks to Far Harbor. So, yeah. But I'm level 61, so I'm just rolling at this point, you know.
True.
Yeah. So I just can't wait for that to come out. That'll be fun. To explore a new area.
When's that come out? This month, right?
Yeah, sometime this month. I have not given a date yet that I've heard. Yeah. The last game I played this week was my brother was over. We played some Rocket League, and we kept going with our season we'd been running, and we played the new basketball mode. Really cool, way better than the hockey.
Hold on a second.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, basketball, dude. You got to jump back in there.
Oh my god, what have I been missing out on?
It's great. It's like every time my brother comes over, they've dropped a new patch and there's new shit to play. It's great. I love that game.
How much was this game? $20 free for a lot of people who got
like me.
PS Network.
Yep, got it for free. I love it.
By the way, price is my topic of the night.
Okay. This should be interesting.
This is one of the things that is on there. Oh, that's crazy.
All right. We'll get to topics in just a moment.
Yeah.
I got to wrap this up here. The only interesting thing in Rocket League, we got to the championship game. We destroyed the team in the semifinals, and we had lost to that team earlier in the season. So it was like nice little redemption for us. It was one of our 2 losses. We get to the championship game.